What's up, everybody? This is podcast Gameoverse, episode 141 for Saturday, April 15. This is a live show on the internet. If you go to internet.com/Gameoverse, you'll find this show. We do it live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Wasabi Ice Cream, joined as always with my dude Rick. What's up?
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, Wasabi? I woke up this morning. I'm feeling pretty good about my life, feeling pretty good about myself. I want to share and spread that love with you guys. Before we do that, let's start where we always start, man. Tell the people what you've been playing.
Yeah, played a little game called Relic Hunters Legend.
I've actually heard of this one. What you think?
You've heard of this?
Yeah.
There's a free-to-play version that's been out for a couple years now. And this one, did a closed beta test, like a stress test of the servers, I guess. Like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It's a co-op looter shooter, top-down shooter, almost like a Enter the Gungeon, but more focused on more Borderlandsy, and to like the most degree that I've seen any other Borderlands clone. Almost like it's got full on like stats. Like you get attribute points. You get the straight up like the Borderlands skill tree is in there.
I'm not surprised. It was published by Gearbox, wasn't it?
Yeah, this one's published by Gearbox, though their previous game was not. So, but it being published by Gearbox doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be straight up Borderlands. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But it's it's like the most Borderlands game I've probably ever seen. In terms of like its systems, but in terms of the way it plays more like a Enter the Gungeon, though it's not a roguelike. So it's got like just straight up handcrafted levels, and it's almost structured like one of those like mid 2000s like Nexon games, those like Korean MMOs where it's like you like pick a level and you run through it with like a random co-op team.
Oh, yeah.
That just gives you I struggle to name any games that's like that, like a Dungeon Fighter.
The Monster Hunter formula.
Kind of like Monster Hunter, but this is like I think like Dungeon Fighter Online was like this, where you get a map, and on the map is just like a path of like stages, and you can choose one of the stages.
Okay.
And then it'll tell you like, hey, this stage is a skirmish stage. So in those stages, you just run through, kill all the enemies, and go through. Or they all have different types. And there's like a payload stage where you like push a payload and enemy spawn. You have to defend it until the end of the stage. And it's all co-op, so it'll give you like a random team to play with, or you can go in solo and just do it yourself. And there's like chests hidden across the map, so it'll tell you everything you found if you found everything on the level. It's like, hey, there's 3 chests on this level to find, or there's 3 like wires. It's like a bunch of crafting items you can find to upgrade all your equipment. Yeah, it's like it's really cool. It's really cool, and it doesn't just do like weapons too. It does like weapons and armor. So there's like different potions you can get, though I didn't find any in this code. Something that wasn't in the game yet was the modification, like weapon mods. It's like it's way more deep than you think it's going to be. Just when you like
that's
first
what I
look at it.
heard.
Yeah,
I heard it's like a full on ass like. It's an RPG-ass RPG. Like
like every system you can imagine from Borderlands is here and more. Because I don't think Borderlands has like the weapon mods in Borderlands are already like preset on the weapons. Like you can't take them off and replace them. But in this, it looks like you would be able to. So it's It's really cool. It's a really cool little game.
So
Uh,
you're playing the beta right now, right?
yeah,
Or the stress test right now? You're in the stress test right now.
yeah. I
Is
think
so I know the stress test was free to play. Do you know if the game's gonna be free to play?
I do not believe I do not believe it'll be free to play.
Okay, that's good. Like I'm kind of hoping it's not. I'd rather just pay like whatever they're asking for and get a good ass game than like have to deal with like a free to play like freemium like system.
Yeah, and from the looks of it, there's no sign of microtransaction shit. So though there is what looks to be a battle pass of sorts, but not it doesn't look like you pay for it at all. It just looks like, hey, you do this stuff in the game, you get a little ranking system. It's almost like, in Borderlands had the, what was it called? The um I forget what the fuck it's called in Borderlands, but after you fully level up in Borderlands, you get that like second bar that you could fill up best by doing
Oh, the
shit.
badass level.
Badass level, yeah, yeah.
So that's like different. It's not like a battle pass or anything.
Yeah, it's different. Like, this isn't really a battle pass either, but it's
Yeah,
like that, or it's
like
like,
like like the Paragon level from
yeah,
Diablo.
yeah, like this you get, but it's more of like your account level, I guess. Like, because there's
Okay,
different characters in the game that each level individually, but it looks like you have an account level, and you can level that up by just doing random shit, doing quests and stuff, and then that levels up. And I didn't level it up at all, but it seems like I could have if I kept playing. But it seems like that it's like the same type of thing. Like, it's like a badass level, but it's like an account level almost.
okay, yeah, that makes sense then.
It's pretty cool, and it's
Because
open.
that works the same way. The badass levels like account wide.
Yeah,
Like any stats you allocate to that is like follow all your characters.
yeah,
If you start a new character, it gives you a little head start.
yeah. So
So that's cool.
it's really
I
cool.
like that. I really like
Yes,
that.
it's got a lot of it's had a lot of systems in it that I was like, okay, this is
Yeah,
pretty.
I'm into it, dude. I fucks with
Yeah,
it so far. Like I'm liking everything you're saying.
yeah.
I wish listed it and requested access to beta. So I'm into it. Yeah, dude, I'm into it. Bring it on.
Yeah, so I played the beta test for like, I don't know, like 2 hours, and that's up on the YouTube channel, gameoverse.com/YouTube, if you want to check that out and just see what that game's all about. It's really cool. Also played a little bit of Star Wars Jedi Fallen
With the top
Order.
down system. Oh
What?
yeah, how was that?
Oh,
Can you hear
yeah, I hear
me?
you,
Am
but
I fucking up?
you're fucking up, I think.
Ah, what the fuck? 2 seconds. I was like talking to myself for like a minute straight.
Yeah. Um.
My shit is like freezing. What the hell's going on?
All right.
Okay,
Well,
whatever's wrong with it, I think it's gone. Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
I hear you. Okay.
Okay.
We do this live, everybody. So sometimes like
Yeah.
some fuckery happens. We got to deal with it.
Rick's still using Chrome, so you have to. Oh.
Yeah, but that shouldn't affect like Discord. So I don't know.
You'd be surprised.
I'm pulling up like Task Manager now. Unless like, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, it's a possibility. Chrome could be just like eating up all my RAM right now, and that's like
Yeah.
making Discord fuck up.
Yeah.
My Task Manager's not responding. That's cool.
Yeah. No.
I've
Don't
never
worry,
had this
because
happen before.
I thought my GPU died yesterday. So. Yeah.
This has never happened before. I'm so embarrassed. You're not gonna tell anyone, are you?
Um. Not today. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Sorry. It's a video game. It's more, that game is more Metroid Prime-y than I thought it was until I played
It
it.
is. It is.
Yeah.
The first like I want to say the first like two worlds are like Dark Souls as fuck, but after that it
Yeah.
opens up and it feels like Metroid more than like Dark Souls.
Yeah. And then
Metroid Prime specifically though. Yeah, you're right.
It's got like the scanning thing, like you can scan everything, just like in Metroid, and it contributes heavily to your XP. So you just want to scan everything, but you don't know what you can scan until you like walk right up to it. But
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I played it for a bit, never finished it. I should go back and finish it because like it is a good game,
it's
and
fun.
it's on Game Pass, so I might as well just go finish it.
Yeah. So Clay's in the chat. What's up?
But what up, Clay?
Yeah. So yeah, just still playing Jedi Fallen Order. It's good still. So
It's a good ass game. I need to get back into it. How far are you right now? How far did you get?
I've only just been playing it like little by little. So I got to the second planet, and um, I'm doing that. So not
Okay,
very far.
that's fine. I've been playing a few games. So I've been playing like a lot of games on Game Pass. Just a couple games I can list off without talking about. I played SSX, the 360 version of SSX.
Talk about it. Talk
It's
about it.
hard. It is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Um, Granted, the game has two control styles. You know, it has like, oh, pick this style if you've played like classic SSX, or pick this one that we worked.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Rick died. Hello. Rick died.
For the game, like
Back.
because you use the new control system. Did I die again? Are you fucking with me?
No, you're alive again.
God
You
damn it!
you respawn. I rezzed you.
Okay, that's fucking obnoxious. Anywho, I'm playing it. I was playing it, and I want to play it like it's Tony Hawk, and that's fucking me up because that's not how the game is at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
I'm holding like A button all the time to like put up speed, but the problem with that is like once you let go, you like jump,
Yeah.
which is like fucking me up because I have to hold it for like entire segments for like races because I'm an idiot and I
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing that. I should just hold it when I'm about to hit a jump, not through the whole race. But I'm dumb, and but it is a lot of fun. I love the trick system using the stick. Like I think that wasn't in the original game. That's like a new thing for this game.
Yeah.
But that feels really good. Like depending on where you start the stick. So like if you start the stick, you hold it on the left. So it's the right stick. If you move it to the left and then swing it to the right really quick, your character will like use their left hand to grab the right side of the board, and you use the left stick to like spin the character around in whatever direction you point that in. That felt really good. Like it took me a while to get a hold of it. Once I got a hang of it, I was like, okay, this is a really cool trick system, and I like it a lot. This feels really neat. And I was having a lot of fun with it. The game's hard as fuck. I think it's just hard because like I'm not used to it. Growing up with Tony Hawk, I played that a lot, so I have to kind of like retrain my brain not to play it like it's a Tony Hawk game.
Yeah. But I mean, it's also pretty difficult. But I like I like that like it's reactive to the music, or I guess the music is reactive to the gameplay. So like whenever you jump in the air, like the bass drops out, and then when you finally land, like the bass like pumps up again.
Oh yeah, it's
It's like
really cool. It's really, really cool. I noticed that too. It's a lot of fun. I played that for a bit now. I was like, okay, this is pretty dope. Like,
yeah,
I was having some fun with it. And there's different like game modes too. There's like, you have your trick modes, which just like get as high a score as possible from the rest of the everyone else on the slope with you. That's my favorite so far. I think that's like the funnest part of it is like those tricks.
yep,
But there's also like races. There's like get to the bottom the fastest.
yeah,
There's another one that's like get to the bottom, be the last one to like survive because you could like die. It throws a bunch of obstacles
yeah. Oh, Lobby died again.
at you that could like kill you. The game gets really fucking fast. I was like, are you fucking with me?
No, you're dropping out, but
I don't know what's doing it, dude. My shit's like fine. This is weird. Hold on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay, that was weird. I don't know what's fucking up my shit here. Something is like I have Task Manager pulled up. Something is using like all of my disk. It's
Probably
like a
got a
100 my disk.
probably got
Yeah,
like a Bitcoin miner running or something.
I don't think so.
Must have downloaded something shady.
It does that whenever I'm like updating something. My computer diverts all of its resources to like finishing the download. It doesn't even do it that well.
Oh.
Uh, my shit's like fucked up. What is going on? I'm so pissed off right now. Just have to deal with it. How do I sound? Am I good now? So far, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I'm just gonna have to deal. I think.
yeah, the racing was always the worst part of Tricky. I feel like if they make a new one, that they just double down on all the trick stuff.
I agree. It's not bad, but it's like the least fun part of the whole experience for sure.
Yeah.
And the other one, the survival race.
Yep. 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 um. Yeah. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with this, man. Snowboarding. You know, I snowboarded once, uh, and only once in the Alps, and it was terrible. It was terrible because the people I went to, they took me straight to the fucking the
These are hard
black.
as fuck too, because
Oh, here
like
we go.
I might play some more of it. Am I fucked up again?
Yeah.
Wow, this is so annoying. What the fuck's wrong with my shit? What the fuck? I'm in like Task Manager. Nothing should be taking up this much like resources. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you were gone. You were gone for like nothing you said was heard.
You stupid. I'm so fucking annoyed right now. Hold on.
I like that they made Zoe the main character in this SSX because she was always my favorite and Tricky.
Oh yeah, she's cool. I never played Tricky, but she's cool in this one. I
She
like
was
her.
very much not a main character in Tricky. Like, well, no,
Oh
I guess
yeah.
no one was, but you had to unlock her by like getting a couple gold medals first. So it was like not even like it was not even that easy to get her. I mean, it kind of was like not that difficult, but
It's something is like fucking tanking the performance of my PC, and I don't know what it is.
is like Steam downloading something.
It shouldn't be. My disk transfer rate is like fucking overloaded right now. It's like 100% active time.
You
Something's like
you should be able to if you pull up Task Manager. All right, here we go. There's troubleshooting right here. If you pull up Task Manager, you can sort it by disk, like top down. Should be able to see at the top what's using. If you can even get that far. did he did he die again?
Jesus Christ. You were gone for like a minute. I didn't hear anything you fucking said.
I said if you pull up Task Manager,
Yeah.
uh, you can sort it by disk. if you click like the disc button, it'll sort by disc, and whatever is using it will be like at the top.
Okay, Steam is like draining it for
Steam.
something. I'm gonna end Steam. I'm
Yeah,
gonna like
end Steam.
I did. It didn't do anything. I went to end Steam and it's like no. Host process for Windows Task Manager. What is that? Is Windows updating something?
uh,
I'm scared if I end that, it's gonna like crash my shit.
is that using a lot of disk?
Oh no, hold on. My disk like after I ended Steam, it like fixed itself.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, it climbed down to like 25%, 18, 10, 9. Okay. I think we're good. I don't know what Steam was doing. Oh, it's climbing back up. 60%, 75, 80. I'm gonna crash again. I'm gonna leave again. 99%, 91%. It's climbing down.
What's
Okay.
using it now?
I don't know.
What's
Post process for Windows Task Manager. What is this? Is Windows updating something? I'm scared if I end that task, it's gonna like crash my shit.
I mean, you're still here. I mean, you can open up the Windows Update window.
I did. I didn't see anything in it. That was the first thing I checked.
All right. Well, you're still here.
I'm still here, and it's climbing up to like 90, but it never hits like 100. So I think whatever's fucking me up is like done.
Yeah, you better you might wanna get one of those SSDs.
I have an SSD. That's the worst fucking part. I think the SSD that came with this PC is the shit SSD. I think I just need to upgrade it. Which shouldn't make any sense because like an SSD is an SSD, like right, like it's still gonna have better write speed than like a hard disk drive. So even if I get a shit SSD, I shouldn't be having this problem. But whatever. Whatever.
Clay says it's someone in your house on the phone. Yeah, if they use the phone, you're gonna get disconnected. You might want to.
This is not an internet thing. This is a hardware thing, and I'm pissed off about it. Any hoozle, I'm back now. Yeah. SSX is a fun game. A lot of people say it's not as good as Tricky. I don't know. I never played Tricky, but I'm having fun with this. So whatever.
It's better than Tricky.
Yeah.
Those guys are fucked. Yeah.
Tricky's like the golden child of the SSX franchise, and which is like fine, but
it's just when Tricky came out, it was so like, first of all, that song is incredible, and the way they used the song in the game was incredible, and at that time there just wasn't anything else like it, I guess. Especially like when you the tricks system in that game was like, the tricks are so over the top. Cause you're like getting off the board and like using it as like a helicopter, and you're throwing it back on your feet. Like that shit was crazy. I mean,
yeah, this one's the same way.
Yeah,
I'm like breakdancing on the fucking board.
Yeah,
and like it's crazy, but it's a lot of fun. Like I was having fun with it. It's a good ass game, and it's on Game Pass for Xbox. So go play it. I bought a couple games on Game Pass. I haven't had a chance to play them, but like they're on sale, so I just bought them. One on Game Pass yet. Older games. The Jade Empire was like $1, like $2.
Nice.
So I fucking bought that shit. It's Xbox Series X enhanced with 4K, 60 FPS. So I'm like, all right, I'll buy it. Lost Odyssey was like $7, $6, so I bought that too.
Nice.
Again, haven't had a chance to play it, but I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. They're good ass games. I know they're good ass games, some good ass RPGs. Jade Empire is one of the best RPGs BioWare ever made, and you can fight me on that. And if any game deserves like a reboot or a remake or a sequel, it's that fucking game. Lost Odyssey is just an incredible turn-based RPG that never got a modern release on anything, so you bet your ass I'm gonna get that on Xbox. I can play it again. Yeah, I bought those. I can't wait to play them when I have the chance. I also went down a bit of a rabbit hole, right? So I played Crackdown again for the first time in like fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
Gotta say, it's not a great game. Um, so the first Crackdown has this problem. A lot of older games had this, that had a progression system, right? You can level up all of your stats, your strength, your agility, your explosive weapons, your firearm proficiency. The problem is, even though you can get to some really like incredible feats with it once you max those out, the game has this problem. A lot of these older games had that to make you feel that progression, it just makes you really, really fucking bad at those things in the beginning. So the superhero game you're playing, you can barely run fast, you can barely take a hit, you can barely aim, your explosions do very little damage, you're driving shit. That the first level is just you like being proficient enough to actually play the game and have fun. Then after that is when it starts getting like really cool. But even then, the gameplay for the first Crackdown is so simple and repetitive. I got really bored with it. I gave it a good couple hours to play, and I got pretty bored with it after a while. It did start to feel fun eventually, but I didn't have a great time with it. Everyone told me 2 was so I skipped it. Clay saying 2 and 3 were so I skipped it. I jumped into 3, and 3 takes itself a lot less seriously than like Crackdown 1 does. But it's got this awkward tone where like the game like doesn't take itself too seriously, but takes itself seriously enough that like you're like, okay, is this a dumb like open world action game, or you're trying to like be a serious game here? Because it keeps shifting tone a lot. And I'll be honest, I think 3 is more fun than 1. Like the skills, you start out a little bit more proficient from the beginning. The weapons are a little bit more varied, the aiming's a bit more varied. My complaint with 3 though, 3 is just more of 1. It's just 1 but more. My complaint with 3 though, and this is what led me into like another game I want to talk about after this. 3 has multiple characters you can choose from. And I thought, oh, that's cool, because the first one did too, but it was basically just like a cosmetic thing. Like, do you want to play as the Samoan guy, the black guy, the white guy, or the Asian guy? That was the whole point with 1. It just lets you pick like how your character looked. Didn't change how you played or your stats. Your character was voiceless, so it didn't even matter how they sounded. So I thought, oh, cool, Terry Crews is in 3. So maybe it's like an actual character thing. It's not. Like, it's the same idea. They give the characters names, backstories, but it doesn't change how you play. It doesn't even change their stats. It just changes like how your stats develop. So like Terry Crews' character, Jackson, he's like, oh, you level up strength 10% faster and explosives 5% faster. But that's it. He's gonna play exactly the same no matter who you pick. And I was like, well, that's kind of lame. Like, there's like a lot of characters. You can unlock some characters, and they don't really feel different from what I've been playing with. I cycle through like 3 characters. The only thing it does is like how fast your stats develop. So I'm gonna pick like, oh, I'm gonna pick this guy because his driving level's up faster. I'm about to do a race, so I can get a bit more XP from that race with this guy. But that's really it. And I was a little disappointed with that. So I was like, you know what game did though? Was an open world like superhero almost action game and had multiple characters you could choose from. You know what game did that? Agents of Mayhem.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the Saints Row spinoff. And I was like, okay, how much is it right now? It was $1.50 on Game Pass on Xbox. So I was like, all right, fuck it. You know, $1.50. Well, you know, you say it's trash, but it's better than Crackdown. Fuck you. It does everything Crackdown does, but better. You start out a lot more efficient in your aiming. You can already triple jump from the start. It's more explosive, more bombastic. It has a much funnier attitude. The characters all feel very different with varied stats and customization options. If you like Crackdown, this is Crackdown but better. I'm gonna say it. You had more fun than Crackdown 3 than Agents of Mayhem. You're fucking wired backwards, dude. I don't understand how you can say that with a straight face, man. I think you're lying to me, or you're like lying to yourself. Go go back and play Agents of Mayhem again. I guarantee you'll have a much funner time.
I mean, to be fair, everyone hated Agents of Mayhem, so
Which is bullshit because it came out. I looked it up. It came out 2017. Crackdown 3 came out 2019. Even minor things like it does so many quality of life things just better than Crackdown 3 does. You could summon your vehicle like you can in Crackdown, but when you summon your vehicle, your character will like jump into it if you hold still in Agents of Mayhem. Where Crackdown, you have to like physically walk to it and enter it. It's got an ejector seat in Crackdown, which is cool. Agents of Mayhem doesn't have that, but the character skills are so much more varied and so much more fun. You have like triple jumping and air dashing from the start. You have to level up your agility to get that. The missions feel like a lot more fun, and it's an RPG-esque game, so like you can unlock gadgets for your character that change how they play, how their abilities work, their status effects that take into account that your characters can do. I'm having a lot more fun with this than I was with Crackdown. A lot more fun. It's like embarrassing how much more fun this is than Crackdown. Clay's like, pick some new unlocked hero, finish the same mission again you just did, unlock more agents, rinse, repeat. Okay, how's that different from Crackdown? Like, go take out this HUD, go kill this gang leader, and do the same thing for this HUD, this hub, and this gang leader. Oh, you want to take out their garage? You better climb this building for like 20 minutes and take out all the batteries that power up their shield. Like, it's the same shit. At least Agents of Mayhem is more fun about it. It's a lot more fun. It's more snappy. It's more versatile. The characters are all so varied and different with their weapons and their abilities. I'm having a lot more fun with this than I was Crackdown. It's like embarrassing how much more fun this was. Being a fan of Saints Row, massive disappointment with Agents of Mayhem. Okay, so don't go into it like it's a Saints Row game. Go into it like it's its own thing. I went into this like, how does this compare to Crackdown? A lot better. So I had a much funner time with this. And it's again, this came out like 2 years before Crackdown 3 did, and it's like substantially better. I honestly don't know what Crackdown does better than this game, if I'm being totally honest with you. And how can you say like this game is repetitive when the only way to level up your agility in Crackdown, which by the way affects like how high you jump, how many times you can jump, whether you can air dash or not, you have to collect a fucking collectible to level up that stat. Like, defend that, dude. If you want to level up your movement options, you got to level up, you got to like collect these resources to do it. Agents of Mayhem, you have it from the start. In fact, every character has different movement options. Some characters dash, some characters teleport, some characters climb. It's been around since the first one. Okay, so why keep doing it? Who cares? It's a shitty game mechanic. The first one did it, so we should keep doing it. No, it sucks.
The gameplay here does look pretty fun. I don't know.
It's fun as fuck.
I've not. I think I do own this game. I think I did get it for like very cheap on Steam. I might have to load this up and.
It gets dull fast, and Crackdown 3 doesn't. You're seriously gonna tell me that like running around the city grabbing agility orbs is like fun to you? That's the only way to level up your movement. If you want to jump more than once or jump higher than like 10 feet, you got to run around the city and grab these orbs. That's not gonna get dull to you. I finished Crackdown 3. Agents of Mayhem lasted about 4 hours. Shh. I don't know what game you were playing, dude. You're playing the game wrong, because this is like way better than Crackdown 3. It's more fun. It's got more personality. It's got more customization options. The characters you unlock actually do something different. And Crackdown 3 gets excited when you find a character. It's like, oh, you found an agent DNA. Like, head back to a safe house to like switch your hero out. And then I went and did it, and I was like, okay, it's the same game still. I'm just changing how fast my stats level up. Which, by the way, best character to pick is like, I can't remember his name, but he's like the spiky hair dude in the beginning for Crackdown 3. Pro tip. Not because he's better than everyone else, because he has the fastest agility level up, so you have to run around the city less and collect less orbs. The only thing I'll say Crackdown 3 does better than Agents of Mayhem is it has like a ground pound, and like that's it. I wish Agents of Mayhem had a ground pound, but that's the only thing I'll say it does better. Agents of Mayhem has funner characters, funner movement options, better weapons, better hero abilities. Even the customization to it is like different. There's this like dude with the shotgun who throws a spear at people. That's his like a special ability. And by default, when you throw the spear, it teleports guys in front of you. So you throw a spear, teleport a guy in front of you, shoot him. It's a good time. I found this gadget that changes how the spear works. So instead of teleporting a guy, it does a little bit more damage, inflicts enfeeblement, which weakens them. And if I kill the guy within a certain time frame, it like lowers my cooldown. Like already, if I don't like the ability it has, I can change it with a gadget. Like it's so much more fun. I'm having a lot more fun with this than I was with Crackdown 3. So anyone who says like anyone who hates this game but likes Crackdown, you're smoking crack, dude. I don't understand where that's coming from. That's a really bad take.
Smoking Crackdown.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know, and I can understand being a fan of Saints Row and getting into this. If I got into this expecting more Saints Row, I'd be disappointed. But I know that's not what it was, so I didn't buy it day one. I did get it on PlayStation Plus like a year or two ago, but I ran even though I was on a PS4 Pro, I ran like shit, so I didn't play it. And when I was playing Crackdown, I was like, okay, maybe this game will be more fun. It's only $1.50. Worst case scenario, I'm out like $1.50. And I was having so much fun with this. Well, I wasn't expecting more Saints Row. I was expecting more from Volition. This is a repetitive mess. Okay, then how can you defend Crackdown with its like repetitive mission structure? Like, how can you sit here and say this is a repetitive game, but be like, oh, I finished Crackdown 3 and I had fun with it? Really? Again, collecting orbs to level up your agility is fun to you. Punching guys arbitrarily to level up your strength so you can do more than just pick up a trash can is fun to you. Really? You're gonna say that? Really? That's engaging gameplay, and this is repetitive.
Right.
I'm just saying, dude, I had a lot more fun with this. I'm not saying Crackdown 3 was amazing or anything. I'm just saying Agents of Mayhem is worse. You're wrong, dude. You're wrong. You're so wrong. It hurts. Like, how can you say that with a straight face, dude? Granted, I'm only a couple hours into Crackdown or Agents of Mayhem. I haven't unlocked all the heroes yet. And I could see, like, maybe some of the missions could be, like, repetitive, you know? You can only, like, defend an area so many times before you start to hate it. But again, at the same time, I'm like an RPG player. Like the grind is like nothing to me. I like grind in some games. You know, I play Diablo, so you know I'm no stranger to grind here. So maybe that's just it. Maybe like I don't mind the grind so much as long as the moment-to-moment gameplay feels good, and it feels a lot better. Again, I haven't put too much time into it. It is totally possible that I could like get 4 hours into it and I'm like, oh yeah, this game's really repetitive, but I still won't say it's better than Crackdown. It's worse than Crackdown 3 because Crackdown 3 bored me really, really fucking fast. And it's for the same reason, like nothing felt different. When I noticed I was like running around and collecting these orbs and like arbitrarily punching dudes to level up these stats just so my character like can do more than jump 10 feet or like pick up a trash can or the game has an auto aim system. If I want to do more than just aim at their chest, I gotta like kill a certain amount of dudes with my gun. Once I noticed, like I started noticing that, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna have fun with this. But this game, it has so many cool characters. They all react differently, and everyone has different movement options. Again, some people like dash, some people can teleport, some people have air dash, some people can climb walls. Like there's actually like a lot of variation here. And when I bumped up the difficulty a little bit, just like So, because I remember when I played it on PlayStation, it was pretty easy. So I bumped the difficulty, and I'm having fun with it. Having a lot of fun with it. I have to like pay attention to some characters do more damage to like shield versus armor, so I gotta pay attention to what I'm fighting and swap the right character to do it. So maybe that's it. If you're playing on the easiest difficulty, I could see it getting super boring, but I'm not doing that, and I'm having fun with it. Um, I don't know. Maybe that's just it. Maybe I'm built different. I don't know what it is, but I like this game. I'll have more opinions on it next week. It could be totally possible. Next week I'll be bored with it. I'll be like, hey Clay, you were right. It's a boring game. But I doubt I'm gonna say it's worse than Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 came out 2 years after this game, and it does so many things worse. It's like embarrassing. What else have I been playing? I think that's all I've been playing, really. Oh, dude, I don't know if I talked about this yet. I've been playing this for a couple weeks. Mighty Doom. It's the free-to-play, like, iOS mobile game for Doom.
Yeah, I loaded that up on my. I didn't like it. I uninstalled.
I didn't like it initially, but it got its hooks in me, dude. So it's an auto shooter, like roguelike almost. You go from level to level. Your character shoots on their own, and you have some agency over it. Like you have a secondary weapon that you could fill. You could that's on a cooldown you could use. You have an ultra weapon that's on a cooldown you could use, and you can pop those off occasionally. It got its hooks in me though, dude. I don't know what it was about this. Like everything about this game I should hate. It's free to play. It's got a freemium currency. It can get really grindy, and it incentivizes paying money to use loot boxes. This should be everything I hate, but I'm still playing it, and I kind of hate myself for it. I dropped some money. So is this Vampire Saviors? It's not. It's not Vampire Saviors at all. It's Binding of Isaac, but worse. It's Binding of Isaac, but a lot worse.
Yeah.
But I'm having fun with it, dude. And I kind of hate myself for it. I spent some money on it. I'm not gonna lie. It had like
you're the problem.
I only spent like a couple dollars. It had like, oh, here's like a special one-time box set with like some loot box keys and some resources for like $2. And there's like, oh, here's like a special like Easter box set with like a bunch of resources for like $5. I'm not over here like buying all their premium currency. It's like, oh, here's like a special deal to get you started. I bought that after I played it for a couple hours, which to be fair, again, I was a couple hours into it. Already. I'm like, okay, you know, this game gave me a lot of fun time. I didn't spend any money on it. The least I can do is spend like $7. And I'm having fun with it, dude. I hate how much I'm having fun with it. I like seeing stats go up. I like when I get too much of one item, fusing it to make a better item. I like the daily challenges. It encourages me to use weapons I don't normally use, so I can get that challenge bar filled up. I hate myself for it. I know this game does everything I don't like, but it's something about it, dude. I can't put my finger on it. I'm having fun with it. When a run goes really well and I get all the right upgrades for my assault rifle, that I have spread shot, bounce, and ricochet, and it just clears out dudes. If it gives me a boner, I don't know what it is, man. Something about this game. It's cathartic. It's really pleasing to my senses. It pushes all the right buttons in my brain. Even though like the logical part of me is like, no, what are you doing? This is garbage. I'm having fun with it, and I hate myself for it. I figured I'd talk about it because I've been playing it quite a bit more than I'm like. I was a little ashamed to admit how much time I put into it. But it's fun. I pull it up at least every day for like 20 minutes to get some dailies out of the way. And I'm having fun with it. Is it repetitive? Oh yeah. The game can be really repetitive. It can be a huge slog. Some of the actual progression missions, like progress through the game, the difficulty spikes are insane. And it incentivizes like grinding some of the daily missions out so you can level up your character. But again, I only play it like maybe 20 minutes a day. You know, when I have like a free like couple moments, an awkward amount of time from like one thing to another, I pull it up, get some dailies out of the way, and it's a decent time. Do I recommend getting into it? Not really. Do I recommend like spending all this money on it? Not really. But I'm having a lot more fun with it than I thought I was going to. Again, I'm not playing this game all the time, you know. I'm playing on my Xbox and my PC. This is like, I got some time to kill for me. Um, you lost me at phone game. I know I did. I know I did. You don't think I know that? I know I lost you at phone game.
Yeah.
But
No, I was hoping when this game, when it was like in pre-release, I was thinking it was gonna be more like a Doom RPG.
yeah,
'Cause
no, it's not
that
that at
was a
all.
thing. That was a thing that existed back in the day, back in the good old days.
Yeah.
And I was hoping they were bringing that back, but nah,
Yeah, that's
nah.
what I thought, but no, it's like Binding of Isaac with auto shooting and very like cookie cutter kind of copy and paste like levels.
Yeah,
But I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun with it, and I hate how much fun I'm having with it. Again, I'm only playing this like 20 minutes a day at most, just get some dailies out of the way when I have some time to kill. If I'm pooping, it's taking a while. I might run it. I might do one quick daily, and I'm having fun with it, dude. I hate how much fun I'm having with it. Again, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm embarrassed how much fun I've had with it so far. Only reason I want to talk about it is because of how much I've been playing it. Um, yeah, that's all I've been playing. Oh, Fable 3 like fucked me. By the way, I'm really pissed about that. So this is what I want to talk about too, dude. So anyone who's played Fable 3, the game is in two halves. The first half is like getting back at your brother, who's like king of Albion, and getting all these people together, uniting the nation to like take Albion back from this like evil dictator tyrant. And then once you do that, surprise, he's actually a huge dickbag because Teresa, the guide from the first game, prophesied that this evil eldritch horror called the Darkness would be coming to like wipe out Albion. And he was being a huge dickbag to like build up the resources to fight back against this thing when it shows up. And now that you take it over as king, you have a year to fight. That's the second half of the game. You have a year to unite Albion, get the resources together to do this. And the game challenges you by throwing all the stuff at you. If you want to keep all the promises you made, it's going to cost money. Money you can't use to keep your people alive when the darkness shows up. So that's what the second half of the game is. You want to keep your promises, be this good, benevolent leader you promised to be. You better have the money to back it up, because if not, your whole fucking kingdom is going to be wiped out in like a year. And I was like, okay, cool. So I knew it was coming. I was like, okay, I'm gonna like build up my resources. I'm gonna get a bunch of my personal gold, put it into the treasury, so I can do this. I bought every single building. I was making like 100,000 gold an hour, or 100,000 gold every 5 minutes. I'm like, cool, I could do this. I dug myself out of a 3 million gold debt, and I was a net positive another 3 million gold. So like, okay, cool. I'm halfway there to doing it. I'm gonna do this last quest. I have 114 days till the darkness gets here. I'm like, cool, so I got time. Turns out that's not how this works. How much time you have left is not indicative of how far away the darkness is. Because after I did this last mission, I made this last decision with 114 days left, the game time skipped to the day the darkness shows up. And it's like, oh, the darkness is here. I hope you built up enough resources. I'm like, what? Are you serious? I had like 3 months left, dude. What happens? And it locked me into that. It was like, oh, I hope we have enough money to save them. We're only about halfway to our goal. People are going to die, and it's your fault because you didn't manage your money right. And I'm like, oh, it's your fault. You weren't upfront about the time I had. You said I had 3 months left. You just time skipped through all of it. Fuck you.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up. It is fucked up. I had 114 days left. And I was like, there's got to be a mistake. I looked it up. It's like, oh no, there's like the last mission you can do before the darkness shows up. So make sure your money is all saved up. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Like, who would think that? The game time skips, but it's like maybe like a month or two. It doesn't like, if it's like, oh yeah, 360 days left, the next mission, you have like 340 days or something. And I was like, okay, I knew it wasn't going to be like one mission was one day. I fucking knew that. But I didn't think it would just jump to it like that. I thought the game would tell me at least, hey, this is the last mission you can do before the end game, but it didn't warn me of any of that shit. It just like, okay, here, darkness is here. I hope you're ready. And I turned the game off. I'm like, fuck this game.
That's no, you
I have
can't
an
like
earlier
reload your
save.
save.
No, I can't. It saves automatically, and it's one save slot per hero you create.
Oh wow.
I had another hero that I was playing with my wife like back in years ago because I still have the same Xbox account. So I have this other older hero from like 2017. That's pretty far into the game, so I might just continue with them. But I'm still pissed off. Like, it's the principle. Man, it was not upfront with how much time I had left. And I went into the final mission under false pretenses, and that's the game's fault. It's not mine. Fuck that game. And to be honest, Fable's not even that good. Let's be honest here. Like, it's not, mechanically, it's not a really fun game. Let's just be honest here. But yeah, I'm really pissed off about it, and I'm kind of like mad. I'm like so mad I don't even want to like continue it. I don't want to give the game the satisfaction of finishing it because it's gonna give you the shitty ending where like half my kingdom gets wiped out because I jumped into the last mission under false pretenses. But yeah, fuck Fable. God, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Clay's saying Fable 3 is great. It was an interesting twist. It was an interesting twist. It's like, okay, cool. You make all these promises. Let's see like you own up to it. Also, here's this threat you got to deal with too. So you gotta, that's the true test. I like when games give you moral decisions, but there's actually like an implication to it. Make it hard to be the good guy. I love it when games do that. Because so many games, it's like, oh, you could like feed the children and give them some money so they can live, so the orphanage can stay open, or you can eat them. Like, what do you want to do? Like, that's such a stupid black and white cookie cutter choice that doesn't do anything. But, you know, make it, give me a reason to not want to be the good guy, you know? Make being the good guy hard. Make being the bad guy really easy. Don't just make this arbitrary, silly choice. Like, actually make it hard for me to own up to being the good guy.
I think most games do make the good guy hard.
Not enough of them, though. Not enough of them. A lot of games reward you. BioShock is a perfect example. Because BioShock's like, oh, if you save the little girls, what do they call little sisters? If you save little sisters, you get less Adam for it. But once you save enough of them, the doctor just gives you Adam, and it's more than you would have got just harvesting them. So there's no reason to be the bad guy. Like, make it hard for me to be the good guy. Make it really fucking hard for me to be the good guy. You know, make me, and this game does it really well, because it's like, you know, you make all these promises to these people because your brother was such a shitty guy and he fucked all these people over. And you make all these promises. I'm going to reopen the school. I'm going to give the dwellers their land back. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to restore Albion. I'm going to bring the schools back. I'm going to bring the orphanage back. But once it's time to do it, it's like, oh, you got the money to back it up, dude? You can do that. You can hope that the school's going to cost you like 20 million, like it's going to cost you like $1 million gold to do it. Or you can turn the school into a brothel and make like 5 million gold, which gets you that much closer to your goal. Like, that's cool to me. That's a cool idea to me. But the game is not upfront about how much time you actually have to make this choice. So even though I was doing everything I needed to, I was keeping all my promises, it brought me to that final mission under false pretenses, and I'm pissed off about it. Yeah, I wish more games were like really made being the good guy like a hard choice. I really do. And this game did it pretty well up until it like fucked me at that last level. Cause like don't trick me into like doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't trick me into being like, oh, you try to keep all your promises, but you couldn't do it. I guess being the good guy's not that easy. It's like, no, I was doing it. You just tricked me into like how much time I actually had. So, whatever. I'm done talking about this. Let's move on. Not a lot happened. We have a few things to talk about. But we'll start out with PlayStation Plus games, the PlayStation Plus game catalog lineup for April. PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium are getting a couple pretty good games. Kena, Bridge of Spirits. I thought that was already on PlayStation Plus, but I guess not. It's coming out for PS4 and PS5. Doom Eternal. It's going to be on PS4, PS5.
Yeah. This is the
But
game
it's already on
catalog.
Game Pass, so
This is the game catalog. So this is their Game Pass basically,
yeah,
not the
yeah. Which, by the
other
way, Doom
thing.
Eternal's already on Game Pass. Just saying.
What was funny about
Uh,
this list is yeah, it's already on Game Pass, but it's a Bethesda joint. You know, Microsoft owns it, so they have a
yeah,
lot of Microsoft games on here that are coming to their
they do.
service, which is
They do. Yeah, Doom
interesting.
Eternal is one. Riders Republic is going to be there on PS4, PS5. Wolfenstein 2, it's all going to be on PS4, which is another like Bethesda game.
Phenomenal game, by the
Which,
way.
by the way, it's only on PS4. But if you have an Xbox Series X, you can play it on that. So, just saying, Wolfenstein 2 is available on Xbox One, Series S, and X, and PC. But with this, if you're paying for this service, you only play it on PS4. But whatever.
Well, I
Slay
assume
the
you can
Spire.
play the PS4 version on PS5.
It doesn't say that there, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say whether it does or not. But Slay the Spire. Well, it is Xbox One enhanced. I don't know if the PS4 version is enhanced for PS5. It might be, but I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Slay the Spire on PS4. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom for PS4 and PS5. Evil Within on PS4. Wolfenstein Old Blood PS4. Bassmaster Fishing on PS4,
That's what we're
PS5.
here for. That's what you really want.
Yeah, Bassmaster. I'm a master basser. Paradise Killer for PS4 and PS5. Sackboy Big Adventure PS4, PS5. That should have been there from the beginning, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, when we get to the bottom of this list, they have some fine print that well, Spider-Man. They're removing Spider-Man from the fucking thing.
Yes, I heard about that, which is like, dude, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, why? It's a first party game.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it to be pulled off that store, especially with the sequel coming out. You think you'd want to keep it up there to get people hyped for the sequel. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, whatever. That'd be like Game Pass pulling like Evil Within off of Game Pass. Like, it doesn't make sense to do that.
Yeah. Or like Halo, or like any of their
Any other first party
like
games.
Gears of War or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so weird to me. Imagine paying for PlayStation Plus Premium and them taking one of the very few PlayStation exclusives on that service just off of it. Like, that's ridiculous to me. Damn it, dude. That's so fucking annoying. PlayStation Premium, which is a higher tier than the regular Extra, which is a higher tier than Extra, gives you access to classic games. So you got Doom, Doom 3, Doom 64, and Doom 2, all playable on PS4 with Dishonored Definitive Edition. Is that a classic or is that like a misprint here?
Well, I mean, none of these are classic. They're all the PS4 versions of these games. So
Yeah, that's true.
but no, they're listing that as a classic. So
Okay, whatever. Um, all games will be available on Tuesday, April 18th. And some quickie news: Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League was delayed to February 2nd, 2024. Suicide Squad made a statement, or not Suicide Squad. Fuck, who's working on this? Anywho,
Rocksteady.
the Rocksteady, yeah, Rocksteady made a statement on the official Suicide Squad Twitter account. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will now launch February 2nd, 2024. We have made the tough but necessary decision to take the time needed to work on getting the game to be the best quality experience for players. Thank you to our amazing community for the continued support, patience, and understanding. There's much more to share in the months ahead, and we look forward to seeing you in Metropolis next year. Which, if you remember that embarrassing reveal a little while back, where we found out, oh, this is just another one of these like live service looter shooter, not even really looter shooter, just live service like Gear, Marvel Avengers type games.
Yeah.
A lot of people, myself included, were turned off of this game like immediately.
Well, that's the thing. They already delayed it after that. This is them delaying it again.
Which it's like, what are they delaying it for? Like, there's no way to take that stuff out of it, right? Like, they're not going to take out all the live service stuff. They can't. There's no way they can do that unless they remake the game. Um,
At the very least, they can give, you know, they can add some boomerangs.
the least. I mean, when I heard about this game, I got super excited for it because I was like, okay, Gotham Knights is going to be their like live service, like dumpster fire game, and then this is going to be like a proper Rocksteady, like Arkham style game. But no, this is another like live service trash game too. So we'll see. I think they're just waiting for like the bad press to die down before they re-release it, before they actually release it. But we'll see what happens. I'm still not gonna pick this game up day one. I'm gonna be very, very hesitant to play this game.
Yeah. Well, this is a significant delay, so
Yeah, it is.
I would. They can't. They can do something. They can turn this around. And
I will see.
I prefer
I'm
them.
very skeptical.
I prefer
but
them
we'll see.
doing this than launching the game and then like promising to fix it after everyone's already
That's true.
giving them money. So I'm
That's true.
not gonna hate on them too much for this. I'll give them a chance to fix their shit. And if the game comes out and it's still fucked, then we'll, rightfully trash it.
Yeah, we'll see when it comes out. I think I'm preparing to trash if I'm being honest. I don't have a lot of faith it's going to be good, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Redfall is launching on Xbox console with quality mode only. Xbox Series X will be running at 4K 30 FPS and Series S at 1440p at 30 FPS, with a 60 FPS performance mode being added to the game later as an update. What the fuck? Are you serious? Like,
yeah. See, and this is
we
what I'm
talked about
talking
this.
about.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit in the Discord, and I agree with you when you said it shouldn't have a performance mode. It should just run how it's supposed to run. Either it looks good and runs well, or it doesn't. Like, don't make me choose between like performance and quality. Like, the whole point
Because
of a console is that it does both.
yeah, that's the thing. Like when these consoles were advertised to us, they were promising no compromise type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it seems like we're getting closer and closer to this PC side of things, where it's like, oh yeah, let me turn on anti-aliasing. Let me turn on fucking dynamic resolution scaling. Let me turn on these options. Let me turn these ones off. Yeah, it just gets like close to a PC where you're just tweaking options endlessly, trying to like get the most performance, but also get it to look perfect. And it's just like, no, when you buy a fucking console, you just want to run the game. So
I agree, and this is obnoxious. You might as well just get a PC at that point. Like, come on.
well, it's like
I'm gonna play it on PC. Like, that's gonna be my console of choice is my PC. But
yeah.
dude, come on. Like, seriously.
And
If I didn't have a PC, it's my only way to play this game. I'd be pissed.
the crazy thing about this is that this is not Arcane's first. They already made Deathloop, and I know you had issues with that on PC.
But it wasn't performance. It was like weird audio shit was giving me
Oh,
issues.
really?
Yeah, I told you that. Like, the audio is being super weird, but
I just they've
Hold
already
on.
they've already put
apparently
out
the PC version was really weird. But yeah,
they've done a game already on these platforms.
Yeah.
So them doing another one and not being able to optimize it. I don't know what the issue is here, but clearly they're having some issues with getting it to run at 60.
yeah.
So I don't understand why um they already have experience with these consoles. I just don't know why I'm having trouble with it. But
Yeah, if I was excited, if I was excited enough to like pre-order this game, which honestly, if you have an Xbox and you don't have Game Pass, what are you doing?
it's a $70
Um,
game, by the way.
yeah, $70 game. So you should, if you own an Xbox, you should just have Game Pass. Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
But if you don't, and you're for some reason pre-ordering this game, if I were you, I would like cancel my pre-order until this like I wouldn't buy the game until this performance mode is available. I don't want to sound like a snob man, but like anything less than 60 FPS like makes me sick. I hate it.
Frame rate's better than resolution.
I
Like,
agree.
any day of the week.
I agree. I will take 60 FPS, 1080, 1440. I will take it at 1080 if it means it runs at 60 FPS. But I will be damned if I'll play 4K at 30 FPS. Go fuck yourself. Um, I don't care how much better it looks. Like if it runs like shit, I'm not gonna enjoy it. And again, if for some reason you have an Xbox Series X or S, more so if you have a Series S, and you pre-ordered this game and you don't have Game Pass, I would cancel my pre-order.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't be pre-ordering a lot of these games anyway, but that's the whole other argument.
I mean, if you
I
pre-ordered
say
this
that.
game, I would like to talk to the person who pre-ordered this.
Yeah, if you pre-order this game, like talk to us. Like we won't make fun of you that bad, but we'll ask you some questions.
Yeah.
Um, Mostly why? Like it's on Game Pass, so like why? Why? You have an Xbox, obviously. So even if you didn't have an Xbox, like why are you pre-ordering this on PC? Just use it on Game Pass,
Yeah.
or whatever. But especially if you have an Xbox, you should just have Game Pass already.
There's a lot of people on PC who just strictly just do Steam and do not fuck with Game Pass at all. I know it's absurd, I know, but those
The
people
whole
do
point,
exist.
the whole point of a PC is to have all these options available. And if you're purposely pigeonholing yourself into Steam, I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I get it. I was that way once upon a time. I get it. I was new to PC gaming. I just got my PC. And I was like, Steam is good. Everyone says Steam's great. I'm gonna stick with Steam. I'm not gonna fuck around with anything else. And then once I started to open up to like the options that were there, with sites like GOG or G2A selling these keys too. And then Game Pass, offering all these great games I can play for a really cheap, like monthly price. I made the transition. But if you're on PC and you're strictly like, no, I'm gonna stick with Steam, you're fucking up, dude. Even if you don't do Game Pass, if you're just buying everything on Steam, you're fucking up.
Yeah, I think it's worse now because they're not doing the $1 deal anymore.
Oh yeah,
So now you really fucked up now, but
yeah,
it's still great.
yeah. It's still a great deal. Even if you don't get the $1 deal anymore, that's what got me into it. I was like, okay, it's only $1. Like what, $1 a month for the first like 3 months is what it was.
I think so.
And it hooked me. I was like, okay, I can't imagine my life without this now. That's not that much money. It's $10 a month. And you're getting all these great games, dude. Even if you only play like one new game. If you wanted to play Redfall, I'd rather pay $10 to have it for a month and get my fill of it than
Yeah.
$70, right?
And everyone's doing that deal. Everyone's doing that. Like Ubisoft Plus is the same thing. I did that to play like Assassin's Creed. I did that to play the Watch Dogs game, Immortals, Phoenix Rising. Like you just put in for that 1 month, play all you want, and just cancel it. And it's just like, yeah, I put $10 and played all these games.
Yeah, there you go. And if you're like me, like, like I talk about it a lot, but like, I have a wife, I have a baby. I don't have a lot of time to play games anymore. So it's a big ask for me to like go out and drop $70 on a new game that I'm not gonna have a lot of time to play anyway. when I could use the $70 so I pay for diapers or like formula. But for $10 a month, these games are there. I can play them whenever I want on my own time. And that money I could have spent on a new game. I'm playing the game anyway, and I have that in my bank account to spend on my son. So it's really a good deal. Like it's weird to me that people aren't like taking advantage of this. I talked to. I just got an Xbox. I got an Xbox like a couple weeks ago. I just barely yesterday spent money on a game for it, and that was, again, I bought Jade Empire, Lost Odyssey, Agents of Mayhem. I think combined it was like under $10. And I've just been using Game Pass, like play all the games I wanted on it. it's it's a good deal, and if you're taking advantage of it, you're fucking up, dude.
And it doesn't even need to be Game Pass. I mean, yeah, it could be like the Ubisoft shit or the EA shit or even the PlayStation. Like, there's good stuff in that PlayStation game catalog. I mean, it's fucked up that they're removing some of their first party games from it, but
it is. And I use Game Pass is a standard. I hold all those subscription services to.
yeah.
I compare them to Game Pass.
Game Pass is definitely the best, but
I agree. 110%.
You can't go wrong with like just doing like a month or two of any of these because it beats paying $70 for a fucking video game.
But let's be honest, a game that's going to be out of date, like once the season pass is over and they've released all their season pass content, the game is going to be out of date and you'll be able to pick it up. Look at Far Cry 5, dude. If you bought Far Cry 5 day one, I feel bad for you. Because it was like, $120 for the gold edition with like all the content. I got that a year later for like $15. And the only reason I bought it is because it was on Game Pass. And I played it. I was like, this game's actually a lot of fun. I want to buy it before they take it away and get the DLC while I'm at it because I want to play the DLC. $15 is what I spent. Which, again, another thing, Game Pass gives you discounts for the games. If you like a game, you want to buy it, it gives you discounts on the game. Yeah, dude, it's just, if you don't have Game Pass, you're fucking up bad. It took me a while to see the light, but I'm not going back now. In other news, Cliff Bleszinski hints that LawBreakers could be coming back following a text from his lawyer. Those of you who don't know, LawBreakers was the hardcore FPS that Cliffy B made, the Gears of War guy.
Yeah, but it was the one before the one after that. Radical Heights. Remember that shit?
I thought Radical Heights was LawBreakers. Which one was that one?
Radical Heights. Radical Heights was it was like the Fortnite one where it was like money. You're like jacking money from people.
Oh yeah. LawBreakers was like the FPS with like the weird like anti-gravity mechanics, right?
Yeah, it was basically like their Unreal Tournament hero shooter almost, basically.
Yeah. Which we already have that Unreal Champions, which I don't think that's doing well anymore, like at all.
Yeah. I liked LawBreakers. Clay's like not that great. I liked that game.
Yeah.
I don't totally remember it. I just remember enjoying what it was because it had like, if I remember correctly, it had like grappling hooks. You could like swing off the stage and fucking do crazy shit. It just had good movement, which I feel like a lot of these games just don't take into account. It was like more fast. It was faster paced than your typical, like an Unreal fucking tournament. It's like, these games are a lot more faster paced. Like it had the pace of a Twitch shooter, but it was built like a hero shooter, so people had different abilities and shit. It just I felt like it was enough for me to kind of draw me in a little bit more than your typical hero shooter. So I liked it. So I don't know. I think it has a spot in the pantheon of fucking Overwatch clones. I think it differentiates itself a little bit more. So
I don't know, because like I don't know if the market is like ready for like a more hardcore like skill based FPS right now. I mean, look at Quake Champions. Like I had fun with Quake Champions. That game did not do well at all, despite being free to play. Um,
Yeah. Well, it depends on how they because is what is Quake Champions on? Is that one on
it's
like
on Steam.
it's only on Steam?
Well, like Epic too, but
Epic?
I
Because
think.
what I
Um,
to succeed nowadays, you have to be free to play just to get people in the door, and you have to be on like everything. You got to be on console, you got to be on PC, you got to be on mobile, and everyone has to be able to play together. That is the recipe for success right now. And if you're not doing that, you're not going to succeed. Look at like Apex. Like Apex is a very fucking good game, but it didn't really blow up until fucking they had like cross-platform. They got on Steam. It's on mobile now, and now fucking everyone's playing it.
that's true. So we'll see. Like, I would love to see more like skill based FPS games. Like, I'll be honest, man, my FPS skills are atrophying a little bit because I
Yeah,
don't have anything to like really push me.
same.
Um,
And I don't use mouse anymore either. So
yeah, I still do. And well, also like I don't have time to like get good at games anymore. But I would like to. I would love to just like, just go into a match, like have a really fun, like white knuckle, like twitchy FPS experience. Again, I would love to experience that again.
yeah,
Um, so we'll see if LawBreakers comes back. I'll give it a shot. I never tried it when it first came out, but I'll give it a shot. It wasn't free to play when it first released, was it? It went free to play like right before it died.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Was it? I don't remember. Did I buy
but like,
that
at the same
game?
time, there's like those other games like Diabolical that we talked about for a little bit. We played like what twice.
Yeah, but again, like that's only on Epic. It's only on
That's true.
Epic.
That's
And
true.
people fucking hate Epic for some reason. I don't. I think they're fine,
I think it's
but
fine too.
will absolutely refuse to install the fucking Epic launcher.
Yeah, which is like weird to me, but whatever. But yeah, let's see what happens with that. If Lawbreakers comes back, I'll give it a shot. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom got a new trailer, the
Yeah,
official trailer 3.
I did not watch this, and I don't want to.
I didn't watch it really either. Like I was scared to. I don't want
Yeah,
to spoil too much for me.
yeah, but I
Yeah, so let's,
hear,
let's skip this. Yeah,
I hear
skip
this is
this.
the
Yeah,
trailer. I hear this is the trailer that everyone has been waiting for. Like people were fucking foaming at the mouth for that one, and it's like it delivers, is what I hear. So, um, Tears of the Kingdom, I'm buying that game. I'm probably gonna buy that limited edition Switch. Uh,
I think 'cause your shit Switch is like fucked right now, isn't it?
no, it's fine. It's fine. I just don't.
Oh yeah,
I just don't use it. I just don't
yeah.
use it. So, I pick it up and it's like dead.
Random question: you bought Xenoblade Chronicles X, right? When it first came out.
Yes. Yeah.
Did
On
you
the
have? Did you buy physical or digital?
digital.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going on a Xenoblade kick. I want to go back and play it, but I don't want to
Don't
like
play it.
drop like
Don't play
eighty
it, dude.
dollars.
Don't play
I
it.
want to. I
The
want
only
to.
the only reason you have to play it is so that we can talk about how fucked up it is.
I'm okay with that, but I don't want to drop like the game's like still $60 because it was. There was a point where it was $20, and I was like, I was gonna buy it then, and then when they announced that the eShop was closing, the market decided, oh, it's worth like $70, $60 now, like pre-owned.
Yeah.
I'm not about to do that, so
Just
I might
I
just mod my Wii U, honestly.
yeah, before I got rid of my Wii U, I dumped all my games and then I run them all on emulator. Um which also dumped my Nintendo account and you can link it to the emulator so like you can play all those games online. Uh
But your Nintendo account got like banned, didn't it?
no, that's my Switch account. I fucked with my Switch. Yeah, I put RetroArch on there, and then they don't like that when you like
That's what I mean. I might just like buy another Wii U just to like mod it and just make a whole separate Nintendo account
Yeah,
just for like the modded game, so I'm not like fucking up my account.
yeah. But Wii U runs great on emulator, so on PC. So that's I recommend that. Or if you still
Yeah,
have a Wii U, you could do that. But it's probably harder to mod a Wii U than it is to just get the emulator.
maybe. We'll see how
I
I feel.
I did mod
Because the
my
Wii
Wii
U is
U.
like so specific. Because the Wii U, you have the gamepad. So how are you gonna emulate the gamepad?
You don't, because most games don't use it.
That's true. I feel like Xenoblade Chronicles would though, but I don't
No,
know.
no. I mean, they only use it for like a map. It was just like a map.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, then yeah, maybe.
But the emulators have, you can bring up like a second screen that has that display on it. So, not even, yeah, you can
Okay, there you
still,
go then.
yeah.
Okay, so maybe. All right, we'll see then. I might do that because I want to play Xenoblade Chronicles X. I do. I'll have to be later after I finish like Xenoblade 3, but I want to play X one day.
It's fine until you get to like chapter 10, is what I'm telling you.
That's what you're telling me, yeah.
It's fucked. It's fucked.
I don't mind the grind. I usually go out of my way to like do a bunch of side quests anyway,
No,
so
no, 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 no.
mm,
You don't understand.
yeah. Yeah.
You don't understand. It's not just the side quests. It's like the characters you've been using, your favorite characters. Yeah, fuck them. You got to get your relationship rank up with these characters that you don't want to use. And
Ugh.
they all, oh, by the way, they all start at level 1 now, so good luck. And everything's level 50
Oof.
now, so
Oof.
like
Okay.
that's that fucking game. So,
Okay, that's obnoxious.
yeah.
Um ugh. Oh, I'm yawning. Okay, well maybe just emulate it then. Just so I could like try it. And if I get bored with it, it's like, well, I didn't spend any money on it. So
Yeah.
um what else we got? Oh, game releases. So April 18th, we got God of Rock releasing on PC, Switch, PS4, PS5, Series X, and Series S. It's a rhythm fighting game? Is that what I'm looking at here?
How is this not in my wish list? What is this? This looks like it's something I want.
It's like a rhythm battle game, yeah.
This is getting
Yeah, it's
purchased.
not a fighting game per se. It's like you remember like Guitar Hero 3 how it had those like rock
Yeah,
battle like
it's
modes?
like
It's
a
like that.
rhythm but versus, and they just make it look like you're fighting.
Yeah.
Um, getting purchased, man.
Yeah?
Okay, wait. The sound.
Oh my god, this dude. So
Turn this
I'm
up.
looking at the Steam page. After the trailers, the second picture after the trailers, the Elvis looking dude looks just like my cousin. It's like scary.
The Elvis guy looks like your cousin.
Yeah.
An Elvis impersonator.
No, he just looks like him. He's got the same like beard. He doesn't have the hair. But he got the same beard for sure. Oh my god, it looks just like Chris. I gotta send that to my brother. Be like, yo, this is Chris.
Um, the soundtrack for me is what makes or breaks these games. It's like
Oh yeah.
the soundtrack has to be fire. No names here, just saying it's 40 original songs. Okay. No price. Just it's coming April 18. So I'm a sucker for. Oh, there's an indie fighting game fest on Steam right now. Probably some hot discounts.
Yeah, maybe. I might check that out.
Fighting games here. Them's Fighting Herds is $10 right now, half off.
Oh yeah? Might be that might be worth checking out. I wanted to play that game for a while. Well, I played a little bit. My brother-in-law has, and I played it with him. It's really good. It's a seriously really solid fighting game. despite
Footsies.
the the brony like undertones there. Not even undertones; they're straight up overtones. But it started out as like an MLP fighting game, didn't it? Or am I making that up?
Yeah, I think so. Well, they have like the artist from My Little Pony on it, right?
No. So the original story is that these guys were developing a MLP fighting game, and they got a cease and desist from Hasbro and had to stop. And Lauren Faust was like, "Hey, I didn't have a call in this because I don't own the show. Hasbro does, but I like what you guys are doing. Here's some original characters I came up with. You guys can use it for your game."
Uh,
Yeah, and I don't know if they actually did use those characters, but that's kind of how it started. And apparently it was like a super good game. They would take it to like MLP conventions, and it got a lot of attention. Which honestly, this is a better option. Just make an original game and sell it, make some money on it. Like, I understand wanting to like make this cool fan game, but like, make some money, dude. Give developers like get the money.
they have a whole section in this thing for rollback netcode.
Yeah, rollback netcode is like a huge thing in the FGC. Um, which I understand why it makes a difference. Like you don't want to be dropping combos because of like shitty lag. Um, what else is on here? Oh, Fight of Gods is on here. This is the game where you can play as Jesus. You can play as Jesus and fight Buddha. Oh man, I might check out some of these games. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out later. Um, the Mage Seeker, a League of Legends story, is on here. League of Legends began some pretty cool shit, and Mage Seeker looks pretty good. It's like an action RPG.
I've been meaning to check out that other League of Legends game.
Which one? Oh, the fighting game?
Oh, they had another one. They had another RPG.
Oh, they have another RPG.
Ruined King.
Oh, oh yeah. They
Yeah.
got a bunch of like projects coming out right now. They got a ton of projects coming out right now. I just want to like see come out.
Song of New
The hell is
versions.
that?
None of these are out. They're all coming out like, well, it says 2020. Looks like
Yeah,
an
none of them are out
action
yet.
platformer. Like a Disney Pixar like tie-in game or something. Like Ice Age the game. Okay.
All right, what else we got? Minecraft Legends. Oh yeah, that's coming out April 18th for PC, Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series X.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Minecraft like it's like a resource management RPG, right? Like a
No.
tactical RPG.
It's well, yeah, it's a tactical RPG, but it's like PvP too.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, this looks interesting from the stuff they've shown.
I said tactical RPG, but the term is like real time strategy. I totally fucked that up.
Yeah. Yeah. This will be on Game Pass, I'm sure.
Not that you don't have to be sure it is gonna be on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Every time I open Game Pass, it's like coming soon, Minecraft Legends.
Yeah. But
Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster is dropping April 19th for Switch and PS4. Sorry, do you want to say more stuff about Minecraft?
oh, it's cool that these Xbox games are just dropping on everything
Yeah,
cuz
I agree.
well, just cuz like Sony's like, no, they're going to like hold back. They're not going to let us get the games if they buy Activision, but I mean, they're giving you all of Doom, like Evil Within, Wolfenstein on your own subscription on PlayStation's subscription service. They're giving them Xbox
Yeah.
games, so I don't like. I mean, maybe they're only doing that just to be like, yeah, no, see what we're giving them, but I don't know. They're being more generous than they need to,
I
especially.
agree. Like a lot of people were like, Xbox got a lot of shit when they announced the Xbox One back in like what 2013, 2012, for
Yeah,
good reason. That was a shit presentation. But they've come a long way since then. Like the Microsoft now is the same Microsoft that announced that original Xbox One,
yeah,
and they have been so pro consumer, pro player. This last console generation, it made me make the switch, dude. I got an Xbox over a PS5. Like, granted, it was a gift for the Xbox, but that's only because like I don't want to go into details about it, but I had the choice to get a PlayStation or Xbox, and I chose the Xbox over the PlayStation.
yeah.
So like,
It seems like PlayStation is doing the exact thing they're accusing of Microsoft doing
yeah,
to like times 100,
yeah.
because we can get like just drip fed some fucking, oh yeah, you guys want Sackboy, here you go, we got, what else we got here, here's some Returnal, here's some
Oh, but we're taking away Spider-Man though.
yeah, from our
Oh,
own
you want Spider-Man on
service.
PC? You can have it a year later. And you
Yeah.
gotta buy Miles Morales separately.
It's just a bummer. And then when we finally get like The Last of Us, it's a fucking train wreck. So
Yeah. But here's Microsoft like, oh, Halo Infinite's gonna come out on PC and Xbox day one, and it's gonna be on Game Pass. Mic drop.
yeah,
Yeah. So whatever. I've evolved past like Sony now, and I am Team Microsoft all the way here going forward, dude. Like there's some good exclusives for PlayStation. I'm not gonna deny that, but Microsoft is the pro consumer choice right now, and there's nothing anyone can say to like debate that with me. Um, Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster dropping April 19th for Switch and PS4. Oh god, I had to sneeze, but it didn't come out. Oh shit. I heard about that. That's like a remake of like not a remake, but guess remake remaster of all like the Pixel Final Fantasy games, like 1 through like 5.
okay. I couldn't find a page for that, so that's why it's not linked.
Yeah, that's fine. It's like I think that's just all it is. Like a remaster of like their Pixel Final Fantasy games. Or at least most of them. April 20th. April 20th, 420. Why does that sound important? Um,
Money, baby.
this is a girl I dated back in high school. She was like a huge like pothead. And she was like, she messaged me on April 20th. She was like, you know what day it is? I was like, Friday. She was like, nah, guess again. I knew what she was trying to allude to, but I was fucking with her. And I was like, it's Hitler's birthday. Is that what you're excited for? And she was like, what the fuck? No. Guess again. And I was like, it's the anniversary of Columbine. Is that what that's kind of weird to be excited for that, but is that what you're talking about? Which, by the way, 420 is all of those things. So,
Yeah.
um, what was I going with this? All right, April 20th, Arcana Paradise: The Tower is releasing on PC and Switch. It's a deck building game, like a card building game. Yeah,
Roguelike deck builder. Hard battler. I'm out.
yeah. It looks all right, but I'm not a card battler fan. DNF Duel. It's the dungeon fighting game, right?
Yeah. You would. I
Which
figured
like
you would
looks
have
all
played
right.
this already.
Dungeon fighting game. It's not even out yet, is it?
Not on Switch, but it's out on
Oh yeah.
PC.
I mean,
It's for Arc System.
it looks good, but like, I'm not a fan of like the dungeon fighter like games. I never played them.
Yeah, but if it's a good
That
fighting
fucking
game,
monk girl though in this trailer, straight up just like she looks just like June Quatterberry from um Guilty Gear. Is that her name? June Quatterberry? Something like that?
the orange one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just straight up that's who she is. But whatever. I played their did Arc System Works make that their other like the Grand Blue Fantasy fighting game? They made that, right?
Is that them? It
I
might have
think
been.
so. Hold on. Hold on. Google it.
Put the developer thing here. Yeah, they did that. Yeah, that was them.
Um
Game is three
oh, it was them?
dollars
Yeah.
a week ago.
Oh yeah?
Or
I
two
mean, it
weeks
was all
ago.
right. I played it. It was on PS Plus. That's where I played it. It's all right. Stray Blade is releasing on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. This is a game I actually heard of. That's like looks really cool. It's like an open world, like Souls like almost, but it has this. The gimmick is like its weapon customization system. Like you can customize your sword to like insane degrees, and swords have like a skill tree. Like I remember there being a lot of customization in this, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm into it." And I wish listed it, and I forgot about it until like almost a year later.
Is it a Souls or is it like
I thought it was
just
a Souls, but it might just be
action
like an action
adventure?
adventure.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Souls. Like I think I heard the first time I heard about it was like I think someone describing it as like a Souls like to watch out for, but it's looking more like just an action RPG with like slightly harder than normal combat, but not like nowhere near like Souls like.
Okay.
It's showing a lot of like one-on-one stuff on, and I can see the Souls influence there in the combat, but the term Souls like is like so diluted now. It's like hard to like really judge what a Souls
It's
like
shitty. It's a
is.
garbage. It's a garbage term. I hate it
Yeah,
because especially with like Sekiro outs, it's like, well, Sekiro's different. Like, well, that's a Souls, I guess. Are you gonna call them or like Soulsborne is like terrible.
yeah.
uh,
It's just weird that like it's such a weird term to like describe a game, but it's still a totally different experience. Like, but how could I word it? What defines a Souls like is so arbitrary and weird that like you can use that description for a lot of things and it doesn't make sense.
I think if
And when
you
you hear, and it's such a varied like, when you hear the term action platformer, you know what you're getting into. When you hear a term like real time strategy or first person shooter, you know what you're getting into. When you hear like Souls like, you have no fucking idea what you're getting into.
I
It
think
could be,
I think when you
yeah,
say because I think there's like genres and there's subgenres that can fit under like they branch out. So you can say first person shooter and that'd be like the main genre, but then it could
yeah,
have also a subgenre of anything else. Like it could have a
that's
subgenre
true.
of Souls like, or it could have a subgenre of Metroidvania. Um,
That's true. But
so
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the Souls games, but I fuck with
yeah,
like Neo 2. I play Solid Sanctuary to death. And those are all like very different games from each other. So to use the term Souls like to describe all of them, it's kind of weird to me.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel the same way with like Metroidvania. Honestly, like it's a garbage term that we use because there's nothing like there's for a lack of a better term. That's why we call those what we call them. Um, but no, this game looked fun. I heard about this game forever ago. I'm glad it's finally coming out. I'll probably still wait for reviews. I've heard literally nothing about it since I first heard about it. So I'm like, ooh, what does that mean?
Looks pretty. It looks pretty
but
budget. Looks like
yeah,
Oh, looks like
It
these
looks
guys
very double A, but
very
that's fine.
Unity. It looks like they built this in Unity. I'm gonna say this is a Unity game. Not that it's a bad thing. Looks like it.
Point Blank Games, the developer. What else did they make?
Shock Tactics was just sitting at mostly negative on Steam.
Ooh.
So
Oh. Oh.
as a turn-based RPG.
Okay, I'll wait for the reviews to come in for this one then. Well, it depends. If it's like cheap, if it's like a $20 game, it might be worth checking out. But
Yeah,
yeah, we'll see. Um, April 21st, we got Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp coming out for Switch.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard this was good.
I never got into the Advance Wars games when they were hot. So
I played Dual Strike. It was the first game I got on my DS. When I first got my DS, I played Dual Strike. That was fun. But I can't imagine like getting this on Switch. It's like a $60 game, isn't it?
I hope not.
It's still loading the price when I pull up the web page. I can't see the price here. It's still loading it.
I would hope a remake comes in at 40. That's
Well,
a
let's
60
see the
hour game.
price. Back up.
That is a 60
Yep.
hour game. Yeah.
To be fair, though, you're getting two games.
Sure.
You're getting two games. Both games came out in the Game Boy Advance like 20 years ago, but who cares? It's two of them, so it's $60.
Straight up. It is a straight up remake. So
Yeah,
they did some work on this.
they did. I'm not gonna sit here and be like they didn't do any work on it because they did do work on it. It's the same gameplay loop, but with better graphics. So
Yeah.
I would have preferred like a hand-drawn art style, like the old Arc System Works art style. You know, this budget 3D model style is kind of cheap looking to me, but for some reason, people think this looks expensive and like sprite work looks cheap, but whatever. Even like high quality sprite work, like what Vanillaware is putting out, people think that looks cheap, but whatever. Well, the characters, the actual like character portraits are all like animated, but
Yeah.
wish the whole game looked like that. But whatever. That's just a me thing. I'm still not gonna buy this game, like because it's $60 and it's a Nintendo game, so it's never gonna be cheaper than that. It might go down like 55 once, but that's it. Like a year from now, it'll go on sale over Black Friday for like $50 maybe. Now, those of you excited for this, like, tell me, people who are excited for this, have you played Wargroove, which was like the indie answer to Advance Wars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tell me what you think of that, because Wargroove is like $15, and people said it's a really, really good game. So, people who played Wargroove, like, how does that compare to like this game? I guess when it comes out, how will it compare to each other? I guess that's what I want to talk about. Anyone who's played both, like, I want to see like now that Nintendo's giving Advance Wars some attention again, what the indie market's done and what Nintendo's doing. I wonder who did it better. Dead Island 2 is dropping on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series X. That's coming out April 21st. Dead
I would
Island
never
2.
see the day.
Me too. I thought I would never see the day this comes out. This was Xbox One, supposed to be an Xbox One launch game, remember?
Yeah. Guy was like running down the street. That was the first trailer,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the trailer. I remember when that got announced like an Xbox showcase the same day they announced the Xbox One. It was announced alongside a bunch of other like Xbox One games, and we just heard nothing about it for like 10 years.
I feel like I still haven't seen anything about this game, even though I have. I feel like, I mean, it's like Dead Island again, right? I mean, that's what the game is. Straight up just Dead
Well,
Island.
the big gimmick with this is that it's a lot more open than Dead Island was, and it's got like a really crazy like weapon customization system.
Huh?
But what does this do better than like what's the other game they did? God damn it. The parkour zombie game's got a sequel.
Yeah. Parkour
Dying
zombies.
Light. How's it compare to Dying Light?
uh,
Because Dying Light was basically Dead Island, right? But with like parkour. So
yeah. Yeah. I think
the gore in this looks like incredible though. Like the gore in this game is like very visceral, very chunky. Like zombies look like disgusting in this, and I'm like all for it, honestly.
I might have to get this. It's only on Epic though for
Yeah, that's a
PC.
bummer.
Brutal combat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks
that's a
pretty
huge
good.
bummer. Yeah, it does look good. Like I'm saying, the combat looks like very chunky, very visceral.
It still has
The zombies, yeah,
it still has the drop kick from
yeah, from Dying Light.
yeah.
Like this looks cool. Like again, it's very chunky, very meaty. The zombies are like really bloody, fleshy, like bags of meat, and I'm all for it, dude.
If this is like the Capcom one, Dead uh
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. This is almost what it looks like. It's just like open shit and you just go and just pick shit up and fucking combine shit and just kill zombies, whatever the
You can
fuck.
turn into a zombie in this game. You got like what's like a double trigger zombie mechanic. What is that?
I think Dying Light had a mode where it was like a player can invade you as a zombie.
Yeah, but this person was like, they were like holding a weapon and they like transformed into like a zombie and started clawing up other zombies.
Huh.
So it's got like this like
Might be like a Dead Rising power ability where it's like, yeah, if you use this combo, you can transform.
I don't know. We'll see. It looks fun and it's $60 surprisingly, not 70.
Yeah.
I'll wait like 6 months for it to go on sale though. Like my wife and I are closing on a house pretty soon, so I'm gonna be really tight on money for a little while.
Yeah, yeah.
With all the closing costs and shit. So, but this looks fun. Like, when's it coming out? April 28th? Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. That trailer said April 28th, but
21. They moved it. They moved it up a week. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming out earlier.
That's cool. Check
you
it
don't
out
see
when it
that.
comes out.
Everyone delaying their fucking games. Yeah, fucking come out earlier than you say.
Yeah. So check that out when it drops, everybody. That's gonna do it for the show. Everybody who came in to say hi, I appreciate it. Clay, you're wrong about Agents of Mayhem. It's way better than Crackdown 3. But yeah, man, tell people they can find us.
Guys, you can go to Gameoverse.com, Gameoverse.com/Twitch, Gameoverse.com/YouTube, Gameoverse.com/Discord, and hop in there. Talk to us. Play some video games with us. Coachella's happening right now. You guys into Coachella? You're streaming every stage live on YouTube.
Are they really?
Yeah, so I'm going to be watching a lot of that.
That sounds cool. Yeah. I might check that out too.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
That's it for the show, everybody. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Again, check out the Discord. Be cool, be safe, be excellent to each other. And, come say hi. We talk a lot in the Discord. Antaro put up a video that Crobecat did comparing Resident Evil 4 and the remake, and I had some choice words about that. That's exclusive Discord content, so come by to see that.
I watched like half of that and didn't get it. So, I haven't played
I
either
watched
of those
the
games.
first minute, and I was like, this is very disingenuous. Like, he's picking and choosing the wrong stuff. He's not providing the right context for some of these changes. Some parts are better than the original if you just let it play out. but he cuts it out early before you can see the cool shit.
Yeah.
It's like I'm very disappointed in Crocat because I love his content, but that was very disingenuous, and I'm a little disappointed in him.
All right, well, you can check out that Cruel Cat video.
Or not. It's not worth it. It's garbage.
Hey, that's gonna do it.
All right, everybody. Peace out.